Why Japanese people love small things, the philosophy of finding joy in little moments. Imagine receiving the greatest news of your life, a promotion, a new house, a dream vacation.com. Most people assume happiness comes from moments like these, the moments we celebrate, the moments we remember, the moments we share with others. But what if happiness works differently? What if the secret to a meaningful life is not found in extraordinary experiences, but in ordinary ones? A cup of tea, the sound of rain against a window, a walk beneath cherry blossoms, sunlight quietly entering a room, the smile of a stranger, the smell of food cooking in a nearby kitchen. In Japan, there has long been an appreciation for things that many people overlook. Small moments, small pleasures, small beauties, things so ordinary that they disappear if we move too quickly. Today, we live in a world that constantly encourages us to seek more. More success, more excitement, more possessions, more attention, more achievement. Yet despite having more opportunities than any generation before us, many people feel less satisfied. Perhaps the problem is not that we have too little. Perhaps the problem is that we have forgotten how to notice what is already here. In this video, we explore the Japanese philosophy of finding joy in small things and ask an important question. Have we become so busy chasing happiness that we no longer recognize it when it appears? Chapter 1. Why bigger doesn't always mean better. Modern culture loves big things, big goals, big dreams, big achievements. From an early age, we are taught to pursue more, a better job, a bigger house, a higher salary, a greater level of success, and there is nothing wrong with ambition. The problem begins when happiness becomes trapped in the future. I'll be happy when I get promoted, when I move, when I become successful, when I finally reach my goal. But life has a strange pattern. The goal arrives, the excitement fades, a new goal appears, and the cycle begins again. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. Human beings quickly adjust to improvements. The things we once dreamed about eventually become normal. The new car becomes an old car. The dream job becomes routine. The exciting city becomes familiar. If happiness depends entirely on major achievements, it becomes difficult to sustain. Japanese culture often offers a different perspective. Rather than building life around rare moments of happiness, it encourages appreciation of everyday moments. Not because big achievements are unimportant, but because everyday life occupies most of our existence. Chapter 2. The beauty of cherry blossoms. Every spring, millions of people gather beneath cherry blossom trees. Families, friends, elderly couples. They walk slowly, share food, take photographs, and simply observe. To outsiders, this may seem unusual. After all, they are just flowers. Yet the popularity of cherry blossoms reveals something profound. The blossoms are beautiful precisely because they do not last. Within days, the petals begin to fall. Within weeks, they disappear completely. The Japanese have long understood a truth many people resist. Impermanence creates value. We treasure things because they are temporary. A sunset, a childhood memory, a conversation with a friend, a season of life. The cherry blossom becomes a reminder. Everything changes, everything passes, and that is exactly why it matters. Chapter 3. Why small rituals matter. Think about your morning. How much of it do you actually remember? Many people wake up and immediately rush into the day. Notifications, deadlines, 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 Think about your morning. How much of it do you actually make it to? How much of it do you actually remember? Many people wake up and immediately wake up and make it notifications. Notifications self and it may come. Notifications.com, emails.com, end of a to make it be embed to be and may it. The day begins before the mind has fully arrived. Traditional Japanese culture developed countless small rituals. Making tea, arranging flowers, preparing food, sweeping a garden. These activities appear simple, yet their purpose goes far beyond the activity itself. They encourage presence. A small ritual creates a pause, a moment where attention returns to the present. Modern life celebrates efficiency. Japanese traditions often celebrate awareness. Those are not the same thing, and sometimes awareness is far more valuable. Chapter 4: The Forgotten Joy of Noticing. Most people move through life without truly seeing it. The same street, the same park, the same neighborhood, the same sky. Eventually everything becomes background noise. Yet children experience the world differently. They stop to watch insects.com, clouds.com, puddles.com, leaves moving in the wind. Everything seems interesting, not because children have better eyesight, but because they pay attention. Many Japanese philosophies encourage a return to this way of seeing, not childishness, but curiosity. The ability to remain surprised by ordinary things. The ability to notice beauty that was always there. The ability to experience wonder without needing something extraordinary. Chapter 5: The Wisdom of Tea. Imagine making a cup of tea, not quickly, not while checking your phone, not while answering emails. Just making tea, boiling water, pouring slowly, watching steam rise, listening to silence. Too many people, this sounds unproductive, yet this is exactly the point. Modern society values speed. Tea teaches slowness. Modern society values outcomes. Tea values attention. The tea itself is not important, the moment is. For centuries, Japanese tea culture transformed an ordinary act into something meaningful, not because tea is magical, but because attention is. When we give our full attention to something simple, the ordinary begins to feel extraordinary. Chapter 6: Why Japan Loves the Seasons. Many cultures recognize the seasons. Japan celebrates them. Seasonal foods, seasonal flowers, seasonal festivals, seasonal decorations, entire traditions built around change. Why? Because seasons remind us that life moves. Nothing remains the same. Spring becomes summer, summer becomes autumn, autumn becomes winter, and winter eventually becomes spring again. Many modern people resist change. We want stability, control, certainty. But nature offers a different lesson. Change is not the enemy. Change is life itself. The Japanese appreciation of seasons encourages acceptance, not because change is easy, but because it is unavoidable. Chapter 7: The Problem with Constant Stimulation. Imagine sitting alone in a quiet room. No phone, no television.com, no music, no notifications, just silence. For many people, this feels uncomfortable. Why? Because modern life has trained us to expect constant stimulation. Every pause must be filled, every silence must be broken, every moment must be occupied. Yet something important disappears when there is no space. The ability to notice. A beautiful sunset becomes background noise. A meal becomes content. A walk becomes transportation. A conversation becomes something to multitask through. When everything competes for attention, nothing receives attention. And when attention disappears, so does appreciation. Chapter 8: Social Media and the Happiness Trap. Never before have humans seen so many lives at once. Every day we witness vacations, achievements, luxury homes, perfect relationships, perfect bodies, perfect lifestyles. The problem is not that these things exist. The problem is comparison. A quiet afternoon reading a book struggles to compete with a highlight reel. A simple dinner struggles to compete with luxury. A peaceful life struggles to compete with spectacle. Yet social media rarely shows reality. It shows performance. The Japanese appreciation of small moments offers an alternative. Instead of asking, "What exciting thing happened today?" it asks, "What meaningful thing happened today?" The answers are often very different. Chapter 9: Why Children Notice More Than Adults. Watch a child walk through a park. The journey takes forever. They stop constantly. A flower, a bug, a puddle, a strange cloud. Everything deserves attention. Adults walk the same path differently. They focus on destinations, schedules, responsibilities, efficiency. The child experiences the world. The adult moves through it. Perhaps wisdom is not becoming more childlike. Perhaps wisdom is remembering something we once knew. the ability to notice, the ability to wonder, the ability to be present. Chapter 10. The loneliness of modern success. Many people achieve exactly what they once wanted: a successful career, financial security, a comfortable lifestyle, and yet they still feel something missing. Why? Because success and fulfillment are not always the same thing. A meaningful life is rarely built from a few extraordinary achievements. It is built from ordinary days, ordinary conversations, ordinary relationships, ordinary moments. When we focus exclusively on major accomplishments, we risk overlooking the experiences that make life worth living. The irony is that people often spend years pursuing a future that causes them to miss the present. Chapter 11. Happiness was never missing. Many people spend their lives searching for happiness. They search in success, relationships, possessions, achievements, and while these things can certainly bring joy, they often fail to provide lasting fulfillment. Why? Because happiness is frequently treated as a destination, something waiting somewhere in the future. But what if happiness is not ahead of us? What if it is already here, hidden inside ordinary moments? Morning sunlight, a warm meal, the sound of rain, a familiar street, a conversation with a friend, the smile of someone we love. The Japanese appreciation of small things is not about lowering expectations, it is about expanding awareness. The goal is not to find less happiness, the goal is to discover how much happiness already exists. Final chapter. The philosophy of small things. The modern world teaches us to look for bigger things, bigger achievements, bigger experiences, bigger rewards. Japanese culture often points in a different direction, toward the small, the temporary, the ordinary, the easily overlooked, not because these things are insignificant, but because life itself is made from them. A meaningful life is rarely built from a handful of extraordinary moments. It is built from thousands of ordinary ones. The cup of tea, the changing seasons, the evening walk, the conversation with a friend, the blossom that falls too soon, the sunset that lasts only a few minutes. Perhaps happiness was never hiding in some distant future. Perhaps it has been quietly waiting in the small moments we keep walking past. And perhaps the real challenge is not finding happiness, but learning how to notice it. Thank you for listening.